guys, this is episode 17 of Minecraft Down Under. What are we going to be doing today? Well, we're actually going to be continuing on the Blaze/XP farm, or all the redstone components behind the farm. We're actually planning on putting all the bells and whistles on this farm. So last episode, we've got all this done. Now, this is planning on doubling in redstone size. If you want to sort of catch up what's going on, I suggest going watching the previous episode, so you sort of know everything what's going on here. But I'll sort of run over everything again real quick here. So this XP farm here is gonna have it's got the crusher button over here. We got a couple of lights over here. So these lights are going to be, one's going to be notifying you that the set amount of mobs has been reached, and one's going to be notifying you that the crusher has been activated, or it has crushed the mobs technically, and that light will stay on. We also are going to have a selection system, so in here somewhere, and we'll be able to select the amount of mobs before the light turns on, and the alarm system. I forgot to add that. We're going to have an alarm system in it. So just say we want to select 20-something mobs, we'd select 20-something mobs, and then the light will come on, and the alarm system will come on at 25 mobs or whatever. Well, it's going to be a bit more precise than that. I think it goes every 21, 20 mobs, something like that. But yeah, so that's what this farm's going to have, and we're going to attempt to see how far we get on it today. So anyway, I think we should continue here. So let me run down everything what's in here already. Quick rundown. So we got the timer here, which that thing there keeps the piston extended for a set period of time. And this here is the bypass system. This will actually count the amount of mobs, because I think it's around 20 or 21 mobs to put out a signal of 2. Okay, and that's a heavy weighted pressure plate right there. So once 21 mobs in there, there'll be enough coming out, like 2 here, so it hit this repeater here, which will, if we've got once we put the selector in, if we've got the right selection selected, which will extend a piston, extending the sand, and that's pretty much how it's going to work. And then it'll bypass all this good stuff, and then go through to the rest of the circuits in here that will turn lights on, alarms on, and reset everything, and all sorts of good stuff that we will put in today. And obviously, it won't be an exact. You can't select exact amounts, but I think as long as we count. So I'm pretty sure this would be about 20, 21, and then it goes up from there, and we can leave it, and it will get all the way to the end here and max out the mobs, but I wouldn't recommend that, and go and do all the good stuff back here. So anyway, let's continue. So last episode I was busy running. Went home and grabbed some more redstone here, because we're actually gonna need it. We're gonna need a metric butt ton of this redstone. Okay, so alright, so up here's also we're going to have a different route. Alright, so what circuit to work on first? I think we'll run, first things first, we'll run a line that goes all the way back this way. And what this line is going to do is going to hook in here. Not trying to really keep it compact, because a lot of people are going to be like, this is not really compact. Now, I'm trying not to do that because, A, some of my subscribers are not that great at redstone, and if you sort of separate everything, it's a lot easier for people to follow. So what I'm currently doing is just running a line to the first lighty. Now this light is obviously going to control the set amount of mobs in there, okay? So that's what that light's going to do, and I think I've got to have another repeater around about there just to boost the signal up a little bit more. And we just go ahead and connect that in. Okay, fantastic. So that is going to be controlling the light. Now we're going to start concentrating on getting the crushed light. So the crushed light is this one here. So the crushed light has to obviously stay on when you press the button. So you press the button and it activates the redstone over there, the timer, which extends the piston. Okay, so we're going to run up here where the piston extends. We're going to run another line that comes up here and pretty much follow the stuff down below, so it just looks nice and neat. And we'll run it over here, okay? And what that is going to actually run into is going to be an RS NOR latch. So what we'll do is grab out the hopper here. We'll grab the hopper and some blocks, and we need to... Guys, far out, I can hear a bunch of pigmen out there. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Okay, so what we need to do is I think we need to move this forward a bit, to be honest with you guys. It's a little bit crazy, because back here I want to put a monostable circuit at some point. So what we'll do is run it this way a bit and just sort of follow the line. So we can got a nice square space back here, and trying to keep it nice and neat. So we'll keep that nice and neat like that, and run this off in this direction. We'll grab some redstone torches here, and we'll place them. Oh, one go over. I should have made this room a lot bigger. Now, as you guys could have probably noticed already, off camera I've gone ahead and dug out the rest of the room because it was very squishy in here last episode. So I made it a point off camera to get that sort of work over and done with. Actually, we're going to go ahead and drop that down a little bit more. It's a little bit high. It looks better high, to be honest, but we're going to drop it down some more. It's going to make things a lot easier, if you know what I mean. Alright, so throw 2 torches on there like that. And what we'll end up doing is we're going to make these 2 hoppers kiss each other, which is quite easy. Break that one. Hold shift. Boom. Okay, so this is an RS NOR latch. So a big mistake a long time ago. I used to call it a T flip-flop. A T flip-flop actually has a single input. So you say you press a button, right, and something turns on, and you press the same button and it will turn off. So that there is a T flip-flop. Now, when it has 2 different inputs, so if you have an on switch and an off switch, it sort of becomes more like an RS NOR latch, if you sort of know what I mean. Now, obviously, a long time ago, I was just getting into all these circuits and good stuff. Now, there is a way better RS NOR latch than this, like an on and off, but I like to use the hoppers, okay? And that's the honest truth. I like to use the hoppers because it works for this system. And I'm going to go ahead and run off a... Now this is going to go to the light, so we need to... Actually, no. Yeah, it is. We're going to run this to the light, so what we'll do is run again. Try and make it nice and neat. Run it side by side to this other guy over here. Whoop. Big mistake there. So this is going to keep the light held on until the mobs are all dead. And then it's going to automatically reset, because we're going to put in another circuit that's going to do that job very shortly. You see? So it's not that complicated. Now, once we start getting into the selection system and stuff like that, it's going to sort of start getting a bit complicated. Okay, so we run this line all the way down into here. We'll probably squish it in here a little bit more, to be honest with you. That doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. We can rearrange stuff later on. So what we want to do is add an item in here. We'll add a piece of quartz, okay? And what we want to do is run this here all the way around. So this is going to be hooked into... We'll test the circuit as we're going along. I think that's a good idea. Let's test the circuit as we're going along. So what we'll do... I don't think this signal's going to be long, like the... We need to give it a boost. So let's go ahead and throw a repeater in, I would say, around about there, and that probably won't make it, but we'll see. So now the signal, when we press the button for the crush is going to crush, and the signal is going to come up around, and it's going to go into this block here. So it's going to power that cobblestone block with that torch, and that torch is going to turn off. The torch is actually holding in it's actually holding in place the nether quartz, guys. So as soon as that torch goes off, that nether quartz is going to disappear into this one, and now this torch is constantly on. So of course it's going to hold the quartz into this hopper here. Now we've got a comparator, and as you guys know, a comparator pretty much detects items in stuff, okay? So that comparator is going to detect that item, putting out a signal, and it's going to turn on the light, and it's going to hold it on because we've pressed the crush button. Now, we won't keep going on to a different circuit until we've finished this one, okay? So let's make sure that actually works before we continue on, okay? So press the button, and nothing has happened. See, this is why we need to test it. This is why we need to find out the problems. And we'll probably find, if I just seen that correctly, there is not enough power going all the way over here. So let's go ahead and move. Let's play a little bit. Let's go ahead and just put multiple ones. We'll put one here, and we'll put one here. There we go. Okay, there's a piece of redstone there broken. So, okay, so we'll try that. So I'm pretty sure that signal did not make it all the way around. That's probably what's happened there. So the torch did not turn off, allowing that quartz block to flow on through. So we press the button again. Oh, there we go. So we got multiple lights lighting up now. We need to stop it doing that, which is not a problem. Okay, so that was a rookie mistake on my behalf. Throw that in there. Ta-da! Problem solved. Okay, so that's the crush light. Now that's indicating, hey, you've just pressed the crusher. All those mobs that were inside that cell is now damaged and ready to be destroyed and good stuff, right? Okay, so now we need to build a circuit that controls the reset of those mobs, okay? And what we're going to build is called a monostable circuit. What that does is put out a very short pulse, a very short one, which will be running into this one here. So we'll build it back here, somewhere here, just pick a spot. See, this is why I left this gap open, so we could build in it. And we're going to take a repeater, run it into this another block, put it on maximum tick, grab some torches here, one on this side, one on this side, run some redstone, and Bob's your uncle. Ta-da! We've got a monostable circuit. And what this is actually going to do is actually we're going to go get a lever so we can play, because I think I need to invert the signal. So what we'll do is craft up our thingamajig, because we've also got to pretend, which kind of sucks. We've got to pretend that this signal's, you know, being powered, and you've got to pretend there's mobs in there that's going to do what we need to do, which I'll explain a little bit in a minute. So let's just get this RS null latch. Not RS null latch, Fruit Loop, a monostable circuit. I was looking at that thing. Let's get that figured out. So see how it just created that short pulse? That's it. That's all we want. But as you can see, yeah, as you can see, once the power goes through to it, it creates the short pulse. We actually want that reversed. Okay, we don't want that monostable circuit to go off like that. So as soon as that power hits it, it's going to create the pulse, right? We don't want that to do that. What we want it to do is when this power turns off. Aha. So just an example, say that you've just pressed the crush button and all those mobs inside have just been crushed. Now all this signal's lit up, right? And this signal's running into the monostable circuit. And you know, if we have it reversed, as soon as we kill the mobs and this signal turns off, whoop, crikey. Oh, got to get out of this hole now. Far out. Let me get out of this hole. Sorry, apologise. This pick is too quick. So, as I was saying, once we start killing the mobs and the signal drops, it's obviously going to drop the power, causing the monostable circuit to go off. That is what we want. That will be running into this, resetting the RS null latch, okay? And of course, if you reset this RS null latch, which say it did it, we just threw a potion, all the mobs died, all this power turned off, pulsing this monostable circuit and delivering the power that we want, like that, into that block there. And what will actually happen is turns off that torch, allowing the nether quartz to go back into its proper position. It's set position or reset? No, this will be the reset. That will be the set position. So ready to go again. So as soon as you press the button, the whole circuit works. See, that's not too bad, is it? Once you start splitting all this up and figuring everything out, everything has its own job, and it's really cool. I love playing with redstone like this. Okay. So what we need to do is invert, like we were just talking about, and I need to get rid of this lever here. We need to invert that good stuff. So how are we going to do that? Ooh, how are we going to do that? So I think we're going to move the monostable circuit over by one, which is easy. Is there a bunch of mobs out there? Far out, they're noisy as. I do apologize if they are noisy. Yeah, there's just no. Oh yes, there is. Holy smokes, they're building up like crazy down there. I wouldn't attack those guys if I was you. Holy smokes, that's what's going on down there. I don't know how to kill them. I got sand. No, I can't do that. I was gonna squish them. Far out, they are really noisy. Let's turn it into an XP farm. Watch this. Let's dig down. Be careful, because we're crikey, we don't want to get fried. It's the nether. So this is a stupid idea, and people are going to tell me it's a stupid idea to do what I'm just about to do. But I'm sorry. They got to die. Aha! That's right. XP farm. Ah! Oh, holy smokes! Oh no! I'm sorry. My bad. I shouldn't have done this. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. Oh no. Oh crikey. This is a bad idea. I didn't realize they were going to walk around. I thought they were stuck in the bloomin' hole. Holy smokes. Calm down, Data. Calm down. Oh, jeez. Thank you for the XP. Looking around. All right, let's get back inside and seal that up. Nothing around? Good stuff. There we go. I've got rid of the noise. I'm so sorry, guys. Screaming like a girl right there. Far out. I'm a Fruit Loop. Okay, let me seal that back up. But hey, I got rid of all the pig, man. I don't even know what they were doing building up there. Okay, so back to... I can't believe I got sidetracked like that. Back to what we're doing. Good stuff. Back to what we're doing is relocating this monostable circuit 1 over. So what we can do... Run this into this, like that. Oh, get rid of that torch. Ta-da! Now we should have the room to put a torch here. And now this is going to invert it. Okay, so what this means is that's going to happen. So now, when that's powered like we want it, it's inverted. So just say the 50 or 100 mobs are built up. So let's power that line. The 50 or 100 mobs are built up. Yay! You know, it's all powered. Look, the light's on saying, hey, your 50 mobs have built up, blah, blah, blah. That's hooked into an alarm. Going bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. This is now inverted. And see, the pulse hasn't gone up. Now, when we throw the splash potion to kill them all, this signal's going to turn off, obviously, because they're all going to die, right? Watch that. Watch the monostable circuit. See? It just went off because we inverted the whole thing. I'm trying my very best to make this really easy for some of the redstone noobs. I know I've got a bunch of people. I've got a bunch of subscribers that know what they're doing, but I've got to treat this like I've got a bunch of new people that don't have a clue what's going on. So what we're going to do is run that there straight into the back of this block here, which is going to control the set and reset. Okay. All right. So we can quickly go ahead and test that. All right. So what we'll do is power this line completely fully, which will get all this powered, letting us know it's like, hey man, there's this amount of mobs in there. We're gonna hit the crush button. The crush light is now turning on, letting you know that you've already used the crusher. You know, don't press that again. So that was the key goal there. And now we pretend we throw that splash potion, which will kill all the mobs, resetting the entire circuit. Ta-da! See how cool that is? That is awesome. And it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's going to start getting a little bit crazy in here. There's already a bunch of redstone in here. Nice and spread out, though. Nice and spread out. So you guys can get all the feel for everything. And hopefully I'm explaining every single circuit correctly here. Trust me, my fans will tell me off if I don't. Okay, good stuff. Everything looks good to me. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next stage, which is we're going to go down here, and we're going to go ahead and put in some power down here. So these guys here are going to run off. Let me clear out a bunch of room down here so we got room to play. This is why I dug whoa, crikey, I just broke that. No. It's not going to work without that there. So we got to dig this out. I should have dug this out earlier, I know, but kind of needed something to walk on, didn't we? So let's go ahead and put this back together because I broke it, and we'll be like, whoa, what's going on there? What's going on there? So thank God everything is spaced out so we can diagnose any problems that we have and fix them as soon as we go ahead. So let's just continue here. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and clear out most of this, I think. Just so we got the room underneath to play now. Just clear it all out. Alrighty then, guys, I am back and I've gone ahead and cleared out a nice area for us to work in, but I have a feeling, see this line here, the crushed light is going to get in the way, so it's going to be a big problem for us, because what I want to do, let's build the first part first. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a wall in here, right here. This is going to be the selecting system. Now, if you did not know, in Minecraft 1.8, you can get a signal from item frames now, okay? So what we're going to do is craft, we're going to go ahead and craft well, let's get some space in here, crikey. We're going to go ahead and craft a brand smacking new iron sword for this job. Ta-da! Iron sword. So we've got our brand smacking new iron sword, and we're gonna place it in the frame like that. Okay, so this is gonna be our selector. Okay, can we make some signs up? Let's go ahead and make some signs up. Some of these bad boys. We only need a few signs anyway. There we go. 3. Let's go for 6. Bang bang. There we go. 6 signs. So what will end up happening is that signal there. Okay, so let's go at the back really quickly. Grab a comparator, and we're going to put a comparator at the back here. So let's go ahead, plump that bad boy down there, and we're going to put a comparator there. See how it's got a signal coming out? That is what we want, okay? But as you can see, I want to aim the redstone for this selector this way. But as you can see, this is going to be a problem. That is definitely going to be a problem. So let's grab some redstone. It's in its first position, so that's the lowest. That's only one output. And as we go up, we turn that. See how it's more of an output? I think that's, we'll keep this going. That is, yeah, that's 2 output. And so on and so on and so on. So, you know, we can turn it all the way back. So that's going to be our selector. How cool is that? It's going to be our dial. So that is a new feature in Minecraft 1.8, we're trying to integrate into this farm. So I would say this here would be question mark mobs, because I'm not sure. This here, because remember, we're going for a 4 selection, and we need to actually count these mobs at some point, and that will probably be one as well. Well, because this is going to be a modified version of a. Let's go ahead and put in this side so people don't go crazy with their OCD, but we need to change these signs at some point. That's just there for now. So when they're in these positions, that would be maximum mobs, okay? That would be 100% mobs. That would say none of these pistons will come up, but as soon as we go select this one will be the first piston here. So that piston's going to extend, lock into place, and when we get the 2 signals, which is 20 something mobs, the signal will bypass, you know, going into the alarm system, which we've got to build at some point, and, you know, going into the light here, letting you know, hey, you know, you've got the 20 mobs you want, which is going to be quite cool. So let's flip that all the way back around to 0 point here. Now, okay, let's go at the back here and talk the selector itself. Let's go at the back here. I thought I carved out enough room for myself, and of course Fruit Loop Data didn't carve out enough room for himself. Okay, so what we're going to be using is a no. First, let's move that, and then we'll talk the actual selector system. How are we going to do this? Well, what we could do is go up like this, because I'm pretty sure. Let's disconnect this. I'm pretty sure we can disconnect this line, and this should work just as well. We got a switch, don't we? A lever, and it's probably in my inventory, but I can't see it because I'm blind as a bat. Okay, whatever. We'll go ahead and just use a torch. Just double check if that works. That should work absolutely fine. Bypassing it, not powering the other light. No, it's not powering the other light. Yes, that's going to work perfectly. Okay, so we're going to move this line now. We're going to follow the same course. Well, this is going to be good because it's now running a line over the top of another line, and it's sort of, you know, compacting it down nice and neatly. Bring this back by 1, and what we're going to do is build a staircase going up here. We can go ahead and get rid of that. We're just moving the line, that's all we're doing. And which this is going to run up like that nicely. I think we might have to put in extra boost power. Let's go ahead and do that anyway. And now, jump off here. we can go ahead and pack up this. So fantastic. That's going to work for us because we did not have enough room for all this going on. So we've gone ahead and made it go sideways. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. All right. So I have my very own selector system to build. Really, but it uses a metric butt ton of pistons. It's a piston selector, and a lot of people will tell me, why go for that? That's like 8 pistons and like 40 redstone repeaters. It's not good. So I found another design on the internet by Generikb. He made a 8 selector system for one of these dials here. We're going to use that, but we're going to modify it. So I'll leave a link in the description to the original video of the original selector system, which is like an 8 dial. We don't need 8. We've got to modify it and make it something else. So this should be quite interesting. So it's going to be a modified design of Generik's B8 selecting system here. So what we need to do is, we want 4, don't we? So we need to actually come out by 2. I thought it was 2. It has to be 2. We're going to come out by 2 like that, and we're going to go ahead and build that up like that. And run a piece of redstone there. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. I'll sort of explain why I'm going along. Okay, let me build a platform so we can build under here, because we actually need to put in a repeater. Crikey. Alright, let's go ahead and just run some cobblestone at the back here like that. That's going to make it a hell of a lot easier. Okay, back to it. So we're going to put a repeater back down here, which is going to take a signal from that redstone block there, which is what we actually want at the end of the day. And we'll get rid of that. And on this top of this block, we want to put another repeater on maximum ticks. We're getting a little bit close here, but we're going to go ahead and see this block here. We're going to go ahead and put a torch on it. On top of that block, we're going to put on top of the torch, we're going to put another block with another torch, and this is our output. Okay, that's going to be our output running to the piston, and then we're going to leave a gap. Once I've built this, I'll sort of explain how it works. We're going to leave a gap because we don't need anything here, because this technically can be another selector in here. It's sort of tileable, okay? But remember, we don't need 8, we need 4, so this can go away. All right, we need to far out. I need to dig some more out here, and we need to continue on. Right, so there we go. I'm going to put more cobblestone makes it pretty, all right? We're using cobblestone to build this. So this will be 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. So where that is, and that will be the 4th. Whoop, that's too high. There we go. Fantastic. That is what I want. So we can dig all that out down there. Okay, let's go ahead and set every single one of these up. And this is going to be our 4 output selector that we need for this system. Now, as I said, I do have one of my own designs, but it uses pistons, and yeah, it's too resource heavy and clunky. So this design is way simpler and better, thanks to Generikb. And what we'll do is just carve this out. Now we can put the torches in like we wanted, which will turn all off like we wanted. And we also need to, whoa, don't do that, put in the top layer of cobblestone. And there we go, we got our 4 selector. And I'll try and run over how it works now. So, we got to put in the repeaters in here like that. Whoa, crikey. Let's go ahead and get up here. And last one in here, maximum tick. I know I've got to clean all this up. I know. Crikey. All right, there. It's a modified version of Generik's B selecting system. Well, it's for what we need. It's definitely for what we need. Go ahead and throw those in there like that. Let me try and explain what's going on here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this side for now, guys. What's going on here? Alright, so the first position is obviously 1 output. As soon as we go to the second output like that, it will give enough power to power this block here, or this block here, which powers the repeater and turns off that torch, allowing that torch to turn on. You see, that's how it works. And as soon as we press it again, right, that repeater's not going to turn off because we're going to press it again. It's going to give more power, right? And what's actually going to happen is more power is going to go that way and this way. Once it goes up to this block, it will power this repeater here. And what will actually happen is obviously that torch will turn off. So as the more power goes along, this torch will turn off, that one will turn on. And then as you give it more power, that torch will turn on and the next one. Get it? How simple and awesome is that? I was going to use my big bulky system, piston system for it, but this way is much easier. So we keep going, and look, nothing. So this one's now turned off, see? Because as I said, it's got power going through that, that's turned off. Now if we give it one more juice, the next torch should technically turn on, okay? Which it has, see? And that there is our selector, guys. I got to double check the end one actually. So give it maximum power, that should be the end one, number 4. Am I correct? Yes, it is. Fantastic. Far out. Modified version for the win. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and turn that off, which is in that position. And now we just need to run lines to the first whatchamacallit. That is literally how easy it is. So to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and sort of stare it down, really. That's it. Fantastic. I can't believe how close we are. Just got to put an alarm system in and fix up the top, and GG. We'll test that right now. So let's go test the first position, which will be, pretend it's 20 mobs. Pressing. Ta-da! How awesome is that? And if we keep going, that one will turn off. Yes, that's what we want, guys. That is what we want right there. Oh, this is going well. This is going well. And now I just have to dig out the rest of this room and hook these other pistons up, and good. We're all done. Fantastic. All right, guys, I think we're going to call this episode. Thanks for watching episode 17 of Minecraft Down Under. Join me for episode 18, where we're going to be finishing off this blaze/XP farm and maybe take it for a burn. Now, don't forget to give this video a like if you did like it, and I'll catch yous all later.